What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another edition of On the Road to Victory. I am your host, Jimmy Smith, and I hope you're all having yourselves a great Saturday night. We are a day away from the NFC Championship, and I cannot tell you how ready I am to run through an effing wall, getting ready for this game all damn week, breaking it down, doing everything we can, being at work, being at the store, anywhere I can. I'm talking birds. I mean, that's not any different than any other time, but when we're talking NFC Championship, it gets a little more exciting. So I'm pumped up. I'm ready to rock and roll. I told you last night, because of you guys hitting that goal, signing up for the memberships, now that we're back with monetization, Drew, my man, helping that happen, we would have ourselves a little SICKO Saturday. So got a little bit of time here. Want to talk to you guys, get excited about this game, and don't fear, we'll still have the pregame show tomorrow, and, of course, the postgame show. So we'll be talking all damn weekend, but right here, right now, it's SICKO Saturday. So we got a couple of questions in the mailbag, got a couple of things to talk about. I'll go over those things, but this is your show. Whatever is on your mind, I want to hear from you, whether it's score predictions, player of the game, whatever you got going on up there. I'd love to hear from you, and I hope you sickos are getting pumped up. I see all the negativity. I see all our fans, you can't believe in this team. I didn't all year. I just became a fan. No one cares your shitty analysis. We've all been breaking it down in these parts and telling you exactly how the season was going to go. And tomorrow, the Eagles get to go out and prove why we think they're the best team in the NFL. So let's go punch the Commanders right in the mouth. They've been talking themselves through it all week. You see their fan base, their coaches, their players, all just doing everything they can. And you can see, I can smell it. I can effing almost taste it, that fear. They have pure fear, and I don't blame them any way, shape, or form, because this Eagles team is going to beat their ass. So exciting stuff. In case you missed it, the practice squad elevations were out. We made a practice squad move. We brought KJ Henry back, and I just want to touch upon this. Don't have many pictures of the young man out there, but this was an old one from when we signed him a couple of months ago. I just reused it today. A lot of people talking about how smart the Eagles are, trying to get the Commanders playbook. Just to let you know right now, KJ Henry did not play for the Commanders this year. He actually did not play with this staff at all. So he knows nothing about what the Commanders have going on. He was actually a Cowboy earlier in the year. He signed with us back in November, I want to say it was. But he's been here. He just got released the other day. We added tight end and O-lineman. We got rid of the O-lineman, Cam Irving, added KJ Henry right back. Just like I tell you every week, don't get too worked up about that stuff. It's just the revolving door that is the practice squad. So, look, I'm pumped up here. You guys know how I feel about this game. I've let you know everything under the sun. Whether it's running the ball, going after their guard, being out, all that stuff that we've talked about all week. You see, the media catching on to some things, trying to figure out how football works, and you love to see them all scattered because they've been all year ragging on our birds, and, tomorrow they become the biggest Eagles fans ever after we beat the shit out of Jaden Daniels and the Commanders. So let's get it rocking and rolling here. We got a SICKO in the building. Tiffany, we missed you last night. Nice to see you right at the end there, but happy you showed up today. And no, I did not watch the drone show. I have been quite busy today. Got ourselves an SUV finally. Finally, we have been saving up forever. Obviously, things just always get in the way of trying to make that happen. But Chelsea is out right now, doing her thing, getting some things ready for the game tomorrow. But it's been a busy day for me. I wanted to come home as soon as I did, make this show for you guys. So I'm sure I'll see some clips and things like that. But we're here. We're going to talk about, and whether you want to talk about the NFC, the AFC, we've talked about it all year. I'm not afraid of anybody. So Commanders, you'll get your ass kicked tomorrow at 3 o'clock. And then Chiefs, Bills, we'll find out which one of you wants to catch this ass whooping in a couple of weeks from now. So, look, man, I cannot stress enough how much I believe in this team and how much I don't care what all the naysayers are saying, whatever little weirdo narratives and things. I've seen it all, man. I love it. That's fear. So if you guys have been riding with me all year, you know how funny we find that to be. So let's ride. Let's fly all the way to the top, baby, and let's go get that effing Super Bowl trophy and watch them all. Like we said, before training camp began, we're going to watch them all become the biggest Eagles fan. I've actually loved the Eagles all my life. And Donovan McNabb was my favorite. It's the one you always hear over and over when they become fans. I love it, and can't wait to see it. So, look, This is your show, so you get to decide what we talk about, but we do have a couple of mailbag questions, so I do want to go over that stuff. If you missed anything, practice squad elevations, game status report, the top matchups, anything this week, feel free, ask questions. I'm here. This is, a show where you can recap whatever you want, have anything on your mind. That's what I'm here for. I know the media isn't going to give anybody any kind of real information or anything of substance, so that's what I'm here for. That's what I like to be, the one Eagles content creator who doesn't just follow narratives, who likes to give you guys the facts, and the facts that have been Philadelphia Eagles are the best team in the NFL. And, well, it's taken a lot of people a long time to get on this train, but we've been moving since day one. So I appreciate all of you riding with me. Let's effing go, Birds. Appreciate you, Tate. Hope you're doing well, man. Hope you're having a great weekend. Hope you are ready to run through a wall tomorrow. I know I effing am. So let's get into this mailbag, and you guys can help me answer these questions. Let me know how you feel about these questions. And then if you have any of your own, anything you want to add, whatever it is, that's what these shows are all about. So let's get into it. And we got a true sicko starting us off here. Nina, let's effing go. So we are a run team first, but I think there will be a nice passing game tomorrow as well. Your thoughts? AJ Goddard and Smitty will have a nice game, she adds at the end there. So appreciate you getting that in, Nina. You know how I feel, just like we talked about. I believe it was that Commanders game where I was laughing, the Eagles can't pass. And, I laughed my ass off and said, well, when they do need to pass, they do just fine. And I understand the media, casual fans have no idea how football works. So when they just look at stats, they try to make these, their analysis, which whatever, just throwing shit at the wall, hoping that it sticks. And for me, I've told you all year, we're going to run down people's throats because that's what our line likes to do. That's what we're really good at being able to do. And when you add someone like Saquon Barkley, that's what you're going to do. And you see the 9th player in NFL history. He's about to break Terrell Davis' record for regular season and postseason yards combined. So people want to break records. I don't give a shit. I want to win an effing Super Bowl. So we've talked about it all year. We're going to run the ball. We are a run-first team. That is just how it is. And look, when you can do it successfully, when you have players like Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley, yeah, that's what you want to do. An offensive line like ours, but we can pass the ball. We've shown that. Remember, they can't pass the ball. He, going against the Bengals, he out through, Joe Burrow there. Hey, what happened? Oh, he, outdueled him there. It's just all these shitty narratives that these guys can't do this or do that. And last week it was snowing. So not using excuses, but obviously we had some drops. We had some shitty plays where I don't think that happens. But, hey, weather's part of the game. We understand it. They understand it. That's what matters. And they're going to be just fine. Like, A.J. Brown dropping the ball doesn't happen very often. So I think he's going to be just fine in this game. And, we talked about the little shakeup with the corners there. They got Sainer still outside now with Lattimore. They got Igbinoghene, his name. But if you, look at the games we played them, we obviously a good defense, an average front, but they get the job done. They got good coaching, and, they got good linebackers, good secondary there, great safeties. So it's a good defense. But again, I think we are the best offense in the league, and I've repeated that every week, and I think we can put up points on anybody. So when we went over the top matchups, I talked about the fact that we would be able to put up points on them. It's really, can our defense step up and allow this team to be able to just run the ball down their throats and pass here and there when necessary? And that's how you find success. And I know the media and the fans will be crying, oh my God, Jalen Hurts didn't have over 200 yards. And then, Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes will do the same shit. And they'll be like, oh, this is how it's done right here. You manage the game to win, and this is just how it's done. And then fucking Jalen Hurts does the same thing, but God forbid. But look, it's just shitty narratives from dumb people. And this team, we can pass the ball just fine. And I think, when you talk about it, that where they struggle on defense, they are like 30th against the run. This is something we talked about all week. You're going to want to run it down their throats. Now, they did good in the second half last time we played them, but when you got Kenny Pickett at quarterback, it's a completely different ball game than when it's Jalen Hurts. So, dude, again, whatever shitty narratives they need, that's fine. But actually here, I still have this graphic. So, yes, 30th against the run, but they're third against the pass. So they have definitely, improved that area of their game. And, they're tied for 11th in sacks. not too many turnovers, but they can get the ball. And we need to protect Jalen. We have struggled doing that last couple of weeks. And obviously, we want Cam Jurgens to be healthy. If not, Dickerson at center, Steen at left guard, next man up. Let's go. But you want to be able to run the ball. I think we're going to be just fine passing the ball. You heard me talk about it this week. I think Goddard, obviously, you want to get him involved, middle of the field. You want to get AJ and Devontae going. I think we're going to do just fine. I think it's going to be an all-around game. So to your question as to, can we pass the ball this week? Yeah, we can pass the ball any week. We can run the ball any week, regardless of what the media is telling people. They're jackasses. And I assure you, this team can pass on anybody and do anything they want to, regardless of what they're saying. So, we can still do what we've done all year and not have an issue doing that. Go Birds! Appreciate you tuning in. Monster Trucks, that's what's up. Hope you had a great time. Is Gravedigger still out there? I remember going when I was a kid, and I loved that. I remember I got like a little toy of it and always just thought that was cool. But glad you had a good time out there. Hopefully you're having a great weekend, man. Hope you're ready to see some birds whoop some ass. Looks like Commanders are spending time dancing, having fun, practicing for a championship. Well, they're out there practicing, man. They're going to be ready to go for this game. This is an NFC East rivalry. It's going to be a tough matchup. We can't sleep on it, but we're a better team. So that's why I feel so confident every week when I come here and break down why the Eagles can win this game or show you why we've struggled and how we can fix it. It's because I truly believe those things. And I think what works for me is I don't listen to the radio. I don't watch the TV shows that everybody watches or listens to. It's not for me. And, understanding how the game works, understanding the business side of it as well, having that knowledge really I find to be valuable. And then, I'm able to give that stuff to you guys because I'm not tainted by dumb shit. So, look, I appreciate you guys. And I thank you for spending your Saturday with me. And I'm going to have to get rolling in probably about 10 minutes here. But I wish I could do this every single night, every single moment, just talk with you guys and, get excited about the birds because you guys are family, man. Like this, literally, it means the world that you guys tune in on these shows. And, that's what this is all about, getting you guys excited, being the counteraction to the media and the casual fans. I wanted a place for people that are real fans, diehards, sickos, to come and know that, hey, I'm actually not only going to learn everything, about the Eagles that I need to know, but I'm also going to talk to a dude that actually passionately loves his Eagles and isn't going to flip on them as soon as things, you saw every other Eagles content creator making all their videos at the beginning of the year. This defense is over. His team sucks. Hurts can't throw. Oh, we can't run. And they just always are moving goalposts and looking like complete morons. And that's just not for me, man. That's why I stay in my own lane. I like to, provide actual content and let those people just steal from each other and look like complete ass clowns. So you guys keep showing up and I'll keep doing the work. And now that we're getting paid again, makes it a lot easier for me. So appreciate you guys. And that's what's up, Tiffany. Yeah, I was always a big fan of Gravedigger. I think there was some American flag one as well. Might have a Nazi symbol on it now. I'm not sure what those popular ones are, but the Gravedigger one, that is always something I can remember being a kid. So look, that's awesome. Your grandkids know where it's at. And look, I appreciate you guys. And I truly love when you guys thank me, but do not think that I don't love every second of this. Like I do, man. I really do. Even on days where I work 12, 15-hour days. You've seen me, days covered in mud and cement, and I'll still sit my ass right in this chair because I'm so excited to talk some birds with you. That's how much I love you guys. You've become family. I told you, look, I lost my father 10 years ago, and it just wasn't the same without him. I was laying on my deathbed, and it was just like so much negativity and chaos, and it was like, how can we change this? And it was like, you know what? You want to see something changed, got to do it yourself. And we can all thank Chelsea for pushing me to do that while I'm laying on my deathbed. And we can also thank Elliot Short Parks. It was honestly him reading his articles, realizing how stupid he was and just how negative and just moronic our media was. It was just like, you know what? Somebody's got to do something about this. And then COVID happened and everyone and their grandma started creating channels and just copying everything I do. And now they all have 50,000 subscribers, 100. They all steal what I do and get players on. And then they all trolled me, got my Twitter taken away, and now nobody talks to me. None of the players or anything. I had all those players following me. I was able to bring people on my show. But now that I don't have 6,000 followers, they don't talk to me anymore. So you can thank all those little assholes that you follow out there, all the other content creators, for stealing everything I do. But look, yeah, regardless of that, have you ever seen me stop? it's not going to stop me. I understand how America works. I understand the name of the game, cheat, steal, and that's how you win. I just can't do that. So for me, we're going to keep to the facts, and we're going to keep putting out the best content possible. You guys keep coming back, and that's what it's all about. Nina, let's go. I just did your mailbag question, went over it, talked about it. Don't care what the media says, what any moronic fan says. We can run the ball, throw the ball on anybody. And I've said it all year, every single week. That's just how it is, and we're going to. I went a little into detail there for you, but just to sum it up, that's my thoughts on it. Nobody's stopping this. Don't care if they're 3rd, 37th in the league. Obviously, there's 32 teams, but I don't care. We're the best team in the NFL. Not stopping us. We as and I missed the non-working Jimmy with the yeah, look. When I was able to work from home, things were 10 times better because I was able to be here at all times, make every show you ever needed, make everything you ever needed. I was always here, and I made it my own schedule, so it wasn't a big deal. But obviously now, trying to move up in the world, trying not to just live check to check every day of my life, every week of my life, every year of my life. Got a family, so trying to move up in the world. But look, how long did I do it? By myself until everyone started copying it and doing the same exact thing. And now we've got hundreds of them. But, we had an opportunity to get me a job with the Eagles. We had an opportunity to raise me up and show the world that there was someone out here doing it, but people decided against it. And you remember how much hate I got because I believed in Jalen Hurts, didn't want to fire Howie Roseman, thought Nick Sirianni was a good coach, wanted us to draft Jalen Carter, the bust, wanted us to get Quinyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJean. All these things really piss people off because it doesn't follow the dumb shit that they heard from some dumbass. And that's unfortunate. The fans preferred the morons and the misinformation and just never knowing what's going on. But see, that's what this show is about, though. Finding you, the sickos, the ones that actually want to know what's going on. So look, man, they had a chance to, put me on center stage and allow for the game to be changed, but they didn't want that. They all wanted dumb shit. They want the J-Rocks of the world. They want little fancy little hats and little glasses and look like a douchebag all the time and no football. And for me, football to me is about football. So I know that's different from any other content creator, but that's just how I roll, man, and how it's always going to be. So I'm sorry. I wish this would be my job. I wish I worked for the Eagles. We're going to hope that one day happens. But until then, I got to just keep proving that I'm the only person that can do this because, well, I'm the only person that can do this. And, it's awesome every year with the cap stuff and the draft stuff that nobody else is able to do it because that just goes to prove it, right? It's just like, oh, well, okay, just got to keep trying. And it's not really about how good you are. It's about who you know. So that's why I keep trying to make those connections because it's just been tough. But Howie, he's a true sicko. Philly's different. I already tell you. Oh, yeah, man. Our diehards, our sickos, and look, there's going to be 90% of those people there, hate the Eagles, and that's all right, dude. As long as we got them stopping with the whiny pussy stuff, always bitching, Jalen Hurts sucks, benching for Tanner McKee, we got to break records instead of winning Super. We don't want that shit. We don't want any of that shit. Keep it to yourselves. Drink your wine coolers. Get pumped up. Get excited and support your team for once this year, just one time. This has been what? This is like week 21 now. Let's get on board before it's too late. So we're going to hope that all those wine coolers out there get their shit together. But our real fans, there's nothing like them. And I grew up coming out of the womb bleeding green. So, trust me, I know the dedication is unmatched from us. And I know we got a lot of new fans and it's tough and we all are annoyed by it. But let's just hope that you just are big fans, right? And we have to hear the same regurgitated lines because I can't deal with the shitty analysis they give. You can tell they've never picked up a football in their lives. So, let's just hope they stop bringing their bad juju, and we'll be good to go. Yeah, that's awesome. Love to see it. Love to see people out there. No, I know. I get it. Trust me, I miss it. I love it. I really enjoyed being home with the family. I enjoyed, I didn't enjoy COVID. Didn't enjoy having to worry about my life, or anything like that. But, I just think that, you guys, you make it all worth it, dude. So even with me working, and this is one of the hardest jobs you could ever have. Look it up. Being a Mason is not easy. And we don't just do masonry. We do everything under the sun. So out there freezing my ass off, still doing what I can to come in here because I love you guys so much, So I appreciate it. I always say it, but I do. I hate the fact that I can't be, the first with all the news and do all that stuff. And I always tell you, look, bear with me, guys. When I get home, when I have the time, that's when I will get it to you. So, yeah, it's tough. I know. Yo, Mark, my man, appreciate you, dude. Hell yeah, man, appreciate your support. I was thinking about you actually just earlier today. I was like, I wonder what he thinks of old Liam Cohen there. But yeah, that was a wild little, day and a half there that all that stuff was going on. But yeah, man, appreciate you tuning in. Hope you are doing well. I'm ready to run through an effing wall. I can tell you that right now. And it will. Oh, it will. It just sucks that I have the entire Eagles fan base against me most of the time because you know how it goes every year. I got to convince people these players are good to root for the Eagles, and it takes like almost until playoff time before everyone becomes the biggest fan ever. And it's like, if we could just root for our team, could you imagine if they had our support all the time? Like, I don't know what these people think, but we're fans. Like, nothing I do, as much as, like telling the guy at the store, he was trying to give me, something different than what I usually get. And I was like, look, bro, I'm going to be real with you. I'm not changing anything this week because obviously my actions have everything to do with if the Eagles are going to win or lose, right? I cannot wear any kind of red underwear this morning. Let's get that shit out of here. Like, yeah, I'm a sicko, but like, I obviously know that I'm a fan and nothing I do is going to change, their game plan and all this, that, the other thing. One thing we can do is be fans. So like, I go to games and you've noticed I've actually cut down on going to games because it's just unbearable anymore. Every time I go, everybody's a whiny bitch and everybody's booing the Eagles. Everybody hates the Eagles. And it's like, dog, I pay way too much money to come here and, enjoy my team with all these new and these, closet fans. Like, I can't do that, man. Like, I hate it. I want to enjoy the game. And when people are sitting there and, oh, Gardner Minshew, oh, Tanner McKee, it's like, look, you racist moron, shut the fuck up because I honestly don't care about your shitty analysis of why Jalen Hurts sucks, why this guy sucks, why everybody sucks, Howie Roseman sucks. He doesn't, bro. I can assure you that because I've listened to all the stupidity and I've laughed directly in the face of those people for years. Every year I do this, I have something to laugh at them about. And look, they can all be against me. I'm fine with that. I tell you, as long as I have you sickos, I'm going to still fly high, baby. And that's what matters. And, making friends with Jalen Hurts and Lane Johnson's trainers and, making real connections is what matters to me. Listening to them, hanging out with Lane Johnson and Jason Kelsey and them telling me like, hey, man, keep doing what you're doing. This is what we want. We don't want to listen to these little dweebs who have never picked up a football in their lives tell us how football's played, how we're in gangs, how this is like, they're annoyed by it, dude. So that's why I do things the way I always have. And that's with motherfucking facts, baby. So, let them keep hating. I'll keep educating. But, oh my God. I am not as bad as I used to be. Let's just put it that way. But we were laughing. I got the memory the other day from, 7 years ago going to the NFC Championship. And I remember that day vividly. Waking up in the morning, the first thing I said was, is there still fucking grape juice in the fridge? And Chelsea just looked at me like, what? I was like, get that purple shit out of my house. Literally, I was still laying in bed. She was like, all right. Went down, threw the fucking juice out. And then we were laughing because my niece showed up with one of her toys, and she was just a wee one at the time. And, dude, she comes in with this little, like, unicorn, and it's got a purple shirt on. I was like, hey, honey. Unfortunately, we're going to have to take this toy outside. We're going to get you another one. Literally walked her out to the car, put her little unicorn toy in the back seat, and strapped it in with the seatbelt. Because ain't going to be no effing team colors of the other team in my effing house. So, but no, I used to be nuts, man. Like, whether it's using the same lighter, so when I used to drink, like the same, like everything, man, I just am a nut job, superstitious as hell. And I still kind of do that kind of stuff. Like, I try to stop myself, like, from doing it because I'm like, look, dude, I do it way too much with everything in life. That was my problem. It's like, you got to do actual shit to make things happen. And I'm not talking about the Eagles, but with the Eagles, I don't have to. I'm not the one playing, right? But I can do my things that make me feel better, making cheesesteaks on game day, stuff like that. But, yeah, that was an interesting one, man. But, yeah, you guys got a good draft coming up. And, dude, I saw how pissed off they are. I remember talking about Liam a couple of years ago with the Eagles offensive coordinator job opening him up last year. So a great offensive mind. I think that, you really got yourself a smart guy. You never know how that's going to, be as a head coach. It's a completely different ball game, right? So, hey, best of luck to you, man. Hopefully you guys hit some picks in the draft, and, we'll see. But I thought a good hire. Oh, yeah, dude. Always. You know me, Jose. I just laugh in their faces nonstop. JC, appreciate you tuning in. Hope you're having a great weekend. Hope your walls are ready, because mine sure as hell look like they're ready to be ran through. I cannot stress enough how ready I am to go through these effing walls. I just can't. I can't stress it enough to you. Go over and say about it. Oh yeah, dude, it's gonna be belts to asses, all right. And I told you that's fear. That's them showing their ass, and I appreciate it, man. I really do, because they're gonna catch that straight ass beating. You guys, I'm sorry. And look, man, it's just how I am, dude. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm still kind of ridiculous with stuff sometimes, but I was pretty crazy back then. And, neighbors had to be like, what the fuck, this guy out here? And it wasn't just throwing I was like throwing the actual juice out of the box. Sitting out there in my boxers, just all pissed off. Get this shit out of here. Better not be bringing me bad juju. And I'll never forget it, because I invited over all my family. Ended up being like 18, I think it was, because the kids and everybody showing up. My mom, my aunt came. It was crazy. But all my cousins, their kids, we ended up having 18 people. And I said I would make cheesesteaks for everyone. So then I turned into, Chef Jimmy there, where I'm making 18 effing cheesesteaks on my tiny ass dude stove. It was interesting, but I literally got the last cheesesteak done. And as I'm running out with it, the game is starting. The kick. Now I could see it. I was listening, watching. I was I gotta be in my shake by the time the game's on. So it was crazy, man. It was so crazy. But had to do the cheesesteaks. Everybody had to have a cheesesteak. So I really made it insane for myself. But whatever it takes, I'm all about it. But yeah, man, I'm trying to get better. I'm trying, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm still a sicko. She got it really bad. Oh, that's awesome. I love it. That's what I like to hear. Lynn, appreciate you tuning in. Hope you are doing well. And I do. I think he does well. But Chappie's in here. And I wanted to get to Chappie's comment here. We had Nina's. So let's get into this last mailbag. Then I got to get rolling out here. I hear Chelsea home. She brought food. I'm starving. But anything, you guys, final thoughts, anything like that, get those in as well. But let's answer Chappie's topic here. Question. But he wants to know. He's curious what everyone thinks our X factor is going into this game tomorrow. Smart money is on Saquon. The O-line. Payne was ruled out. Yes, we know. But I have to say Jalen Carter should feast against that backup guard. So he's just reiterating everything we talked about this week. And he wants to know, do you guys feel the same way as me? How are you feeling about this game? Who is your X factor for the game? Now, as I told you this week, I would like to see Saquon running the ball, Jalen doing his thing. But if it's going to be someone other than those two, let's get Dallas Goedert. Let's get him moving in the middle of the field. And Luvu, Wagner, their safeties, Quan Martin, Jeremy Chin, got a lot of talent here. But I think Goddard, he's been showing his last couple of weeks back. Everybody was talking about trading him, cutting him before the playoffs. Why would you want to have a top 5 tight end? Well, because I'm smart. That's why I wanted to keep him. But anyways, he's showing people they talk out their ass. So I think he's going to go out there and do his thing. Now, that's just saying AJ, Devontae, Saquon, they're all going to continue doing their thing. But I think Dallas, let's get him involved. I think you're going to see some big plays for AJ, Devontae. We talked about it earlier. But, yeah, Saquon's going to be running all over him. If you're looking at the defensive side of the ball here, let me go back to this. Did you say something? Oh, Jalen Carter, yeah. So as I talked about, on Tuesday when we went behind enemy lines, talked about the Commanders, them missing Sam Cosmi is going to be big. You got Trent Scott filling in for him. Jalen Carter, Milton Williams, Jordan Davis, Thomas Booker, Moro Ojomo. They're going to get theirs tomorrow, and we need that to happen. We need to take away not only getting to the quarterback, but stopping the run, being able to take away Brian Robinson. And, their run game also is in the pass game because Eckler's in there. He was their leading receiver the first game we played them. So we need to be able to do that, and we need a wrecking ball. So do that. Zach Bond, X factor on defense without Nakobe Dean. Need him to continue stepping it up. Quignon's back. Hell yeah. Cooper DeJean, Slay, Blankenship, CJ, all of you, go get some. But Nolan Smith, I expect him to go out there, have himself a day as well. So, but who do you guys think is the X factor here. What do you think is going to happen? Do you think Barkley, the O-line, are going to feast? Are they going to have issues like they did in the second half of the game? What is on your mind for this one? But for me, everything I broke down this week, that's how I feel. And if you missed it, obviously run the damn ball is my line. We're going to always want to do that. But that allows you to make things easier for Jalen Hurts. I think he's going to do his thing. And obviously that includes passing the ball. So A.J. Devontae, but Dallas Goedert, let's get him involved as well. Should be a good one. That's what I like to hear, man. I love that stuff. And I always ask you, we actually did this at one point, but you guys can let me know, what's the weirdest thing that you guys do? What do you find to be the funniest thing you do for games? And Mark, you can answer too, for Georgia, whatever, Jags. I think, I love that stuff. I think it's cool. The socks or dirty underwear. I don't know all about that one, but I know people are nuts, man, and I love it. But yeah, let me know, man. What do you guys do? Passing game receivers. Yeah, man. Look, they got a good pass defense, but just like I talked about in that game where we smoked them, we're going to be able to pass the ball. And yeah, he did. Obviously, we talked about that in the last night and on Thursday as well. As I just mentioned there, with him back, he hurt everybody. Got to cut him. Got to get rid of him. He hears that, man. So we're gonna see. You want to neutralize the Commanders for sure. You want to take away their offense and their defense. But let me know. What do you guys like to do? Oh yeah, Nolan dog. I remember when Eagles fans all wanted to get rid of him in the beginning of the year, and it was just like, do we just not let people develop anymore? Like, because to me, kid has a very bright future, and I think they're all starting to see with him and Jalen Carter why I like them and why I wanted us to draft them. So no doubt, 5 times, hey, I'll take one, but hey, whatever it takes. Once I get multiple, I'm down with it. Just like that LSU game, right? We all remember what Georgia did to LSU and Jaden Daniels. So, he doesn't forget. And just like last week, when Verse was talking shit, now all the Commanders have been talking shit. So Jalen Carter's going to be roaming the sidelines. Hopefully he goes and finds Joe Witt, the Commanders DC, who wants to whine like a little baby. We'll find you and we'll let you know. Thank you. We appreciate you for stoking the flames. We really do. We've been running really well. It's been awesome. Making choices based on Madden. Yeah, stupid people. Don't know how you guys listen to them, but more power to those of you who do. It's never going to be for me. That's why I created this channel. So, for those of you who like actual analysis, knowing what's actually going on, that's what this show is for. For the rest of people who like to know absolutely nothing and just kind of make shit up as you go, we're praying for you. We really are. But guys, I got to get rolling out here. I can smell my food. I cannot wait to destroy it, just like the Eagles will destroy the Commanders tomorrow. But hell yeah, baby. Let's go. I'm doing all I can. It's like we need to have a fun night, go do something. I need to just be tired, fall asleep tonight, because I'm going to be in bed like, holy shit, NFC Champions. I'm going to wake up losing my mind. I've thought about it. Maybe do the pregame show a little early, or maybe just like SICKO Sunday extravaganza. I don't know. I might be losing my mind when I wake up. We'll see. We'll see if I have time to do that and then make a pregame show. I'm not sure, but I just am so amped up, and I want to keep that energy going, and I want to do it with you guys. I'm ready to run through a wall, and I hope you're all feeling the effing same. So let's effing go, birds. If you're watching this later, I'd love to hear from you. You're watching now, you think of something later, you can always come back, comment down below. I'm always down to talk some birds or whatever the hell is on your mind. But tomorrow I'll be back with that pregame and postgame show no matter what. We'll see if anything else gets thrown in there. But, if you need anything, doesn't have to be about the birds, anything going on in life, you need a friend, I am always here for you guys, as you are for me. Love each and every one of you. Thank you to all of you who have been signing up for the memberships, who have been given the super chats already. You're nuts. I love you. So glad Facebook or whatever it is, YouTube, stopped trying to crap on me. So, little weirdos. But, it's going to be tough, Nina. It's going to be tough. Maybe I'll ask Chelsea to punch me in the face or drop kick me. Maybe I'll throw myself out of this window. Anything I can do to get a little bit of shut-eye, smoke myself. Well, never mind. But, we're going to do what we can to get a little shut-eye here tonight. But, Mark, Nina, Tiffany, all of you, man. Jose, all of you that tuned in here tonight. I love you guys, and I appreciate all of you taking the time on this Saturday night. I know Saturdays can be a busy one. Lynn, appreciate you tuning in at the end here. It was a joy talking to you last night. Hopefully you guys got everything answered that you needed to. Big shout out to Nina and Chappie for getting those into the mailbag. Thank you guys. And I know we had JC was in here earlier. big shout out to you and anybody else. China, don't know what happened to you. You were in here in the beginning. But little G, hopefully you're having a great week. Enjoyed those monster trucks, and hopefully you enjoy this ass-beating Eagles are about to put on the Commanders tomorrow. But you guys have yourselves a fantastic rest of your Saturday night. I will see you all tomorrow for the NFC Championship game. Oh, let's effing go, baby. But if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor. Hit that like button. Share this bad boy. Subscribe down below. But until next time, I am Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. You all stay safe out there, and as always, say it with me now. Go Birds!